A very auspicious good morning to everyone present here. Recently, I got an opportunity to read the book Effective Teachers, The Path Towards Excellence. Today, we are fortunate that the author of the book, Mr. Uday Kumar sir, is along with us, who is going to share his experience about the book. Good morning, sir.
So very good morning, and I'm very happy that you have read this book, and you're also a teacher, and definitely this book will be useful to you, and uh, and also happy that you can ask any questions that you get while you read the book, or any background story that you want to know about the book, and I'm happy to share. You can
Sure,
ask.
sir. So, shall we start the questions
Yeah,
to ask,
yeah,
sir?
why not?
So, what was the inspiration behind the book Effective Teachers?
Yeah. There are two concepts are there. One is efficiency, the other one is effectiveness. See, efficiency is personal, individual. The person has the ability, efficiency means. Effectiveness means, and how far the person's effectiveness could influence or could give the result. For example, you see, every Indian cricketer, they're very well effective so far their effectiveness is concerned. But unfortunately, they could not score even 145 recently. But their efficiency could not be transferred into effectiveness. Means effectiveness is the result. And if you take all the teachers they complete graduation, post-graduation, they also undergo training. But how far that their ability or their efficiency could influence the children, could make the children to understand the value of studies, could understand about their own efficiency, and how can they influence their efficiency into effectiveness in either examination or getting good marks or getting a job and enjoying the life. So this is the main reason. So I wrote this book. How can efficiency of the teachers can influence them to become effective teachers? This is the background.
Well, sir, it's really a good opportunity for all the teachers to learn as well as teach. The book has given a very good experience to the teachers.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And many teachers they think that yes, we have already have enough experience and the ability. In what way this book may be useful to them? And here I will tell you, the teachers when they read these books, this book particularly, they can see their own replica. While they read, yes, they can think that yes, this method that I follow, yes, here I am. And somewhere they also find that it would be even better if I follow like that.
Yes.
Here, this book, I think you might have read, it's about 10 teachers. 10 teachers, those who are very effective, very successful, and they have been working in an age-old institution. And the institution also it has very good name in that particular area. And they share their knowledge, their way of working, their ideas, their beliefs, their faiths, their ideology, and their experience with the hero. I think you know his name,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vivek.
Mr. Vivek.
So Mr. Vivek is sent by his master, his mentor, Professor Ramnarayan. And Professor Ramnarayan sent hero Vivek to that particular old age institution. And these teachers, when you read this book, no, every teacher can compare themselves with a particular teacher or identify themselves with a particular teacher, and at the same time they can see a replica of particular teacher, and even you can be influenced by some of the teacher. For example, Lakshmi Subramaniam is there and Aditi Nair is there, and different teachers are there. Particularly if you ask me, and Joseph Garairas is my favorite teacher, even though he is the role created by me, and I like that person. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for that.
Yeah.
So, according to you, just now you said about one of your favorite teacher. So, I want to know that there are 10 effective teachers in the book.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite teacher? And among all the teachers, I want to know that how they are connected to you.
Me.
Yeah, as a student, they were your teachers or anything connected to them. How did you
Yeah.
find this?
Actually, it's not like that. These are all imaginary characters.
Okay.
These people are not there. You don't go to any institution to find them. But I want every institution should have such kind of teachers. And I like the main role, Professor Ram Narayan. Professor Ram Narayan, and he is a living example how a teacher must be. How should he treat his students? Here in this story, if you might have read, he treats Vivek as his own son. He takes care of him not only about his personal growth, professional growth, and also his personal matters. Almost you can see.
Yes, sir.
And he gives complete guidance, like no, a right mentor. So I am very much impressed by Ram Narayan, and I want my students to become Viveks without finding any Rajeshwaris. Okay. And among other teachers, no, and I have read different books and noted down the main points from each and every book. As even our Indian constitution also influenced by different constitutions, I read books about particularly pedagogy, means teaching, and how an effective teacher be, and how good teachers are. There different books are there, and from each book I converted each book as a one imaginary role.
Yes, sir.
Means for example, if you say Lakshmi Subramanian means she is nothing but a book. The main important points are converted into or manifested into a particular personality. Like that, 10 teachers are the replica of 10 different books which have lot of content which is useful to the teacher. It's not that I have taken directly from that book, I am influenced by that book. So for that, and particularly Joseph Dorairas, and he is a person of secular aptitude, and he is a doctorate in finding the religious aspects of different religions and about teaching. What are the abilities of teacher and what each and every religion tells about teaching that, and also his way of style, his way of teaching, and his thesis. And I like Joseph Dorairas, and I tell you, there is really a Joseph Dorairas. I was the board member of Gandhigram Government University, which is there in Madurai, in a place called Dindigal. And at that time, when I was the board member, I went there. The entire institution, I have taken that particular institution only. Mr. Joseph Dorairas, the person is really there. He was in charge of this at that time. I have taken only name because of the friendly attitude that I, the friendly interaction that I have with him, and this character that really I like.
So well, sir. Next one, I would like to say that you are completely connected to books. Number of books you have written for students, for teachers. So many other, like the recent book with toppers and rankers, it is there. 600 life-changing lessons you have taken from Francis Bacon. Then these are the so many books which are very good and inspiration to all the children. Among all, what gave you the inspiration to write the books, and which is your favorite book among all?
Yeah. Reading makes a man perfect. Reading makes a man perfect. But writing makes a man expert. If you have expertise, your expertise, when you read, a perfection will be converted into expertise, and your expertise should be shared to somebody else. Nothing but life is nothing but caring and sharing. You have to share whatever that you learn. And there are different books are there. Particularly, this is the first book actually, Ela Chadavali Ala Sadhinchali. And this book about study skills, how a student can read, why should a student should read, and memory techniques, and how to write the examination. And at the same time, Ala Sadhinchali means 10 people, those who are born in utter poverty, like a rickshaw puller's son, Govind Jaiswal, a peon's daughter, Sandeep Kaur, and a fisherman's son, Dev Muchal Raju. All these poor people, in spite of having poverty, in spite of being born in poverty, they broke all the obstacles and they became IAS. The story, it was also about the 10 person, briefly written in this book. And this book, it became very popular, and Vasan Publications of Karnataka, they translated this book into Kannada. And I don't know Kannada. This is Oge Vadabeku, Sage Sarsibeku. I don't know what does it mean also. They translated by taking the rights from me, by paying me. So I am a professional speaker,
Yes, sir.
professional writer means I take money for that. So this book is translated. And at the same time, this book is also, and particularly one person asked me, so many people they learn, they know only English, they can't understand Telugu. For that, by adding some other information, the stoppers and the rankers, the book is translated into English. And this book is inaugurated by my English teacher, high school English teacher. So if I ask me which book is more effective or important means, and I give complete marks to effective teachers only. Because no, I'm a teacher and I have more than 3 decades of experience, and I have interacted with different teachers. I worked as a teacher in a small private school, as a lecturer in a college and principal of a college, and I also run a school, and I am a board member of a university, big university, and so all this experience I want to share. So for that, these effective teachers, and at the same time there is a particular problem also. When you write the content like toppers and rankers, people easily get bored to read. Like the teacher should be like this, like this, like this. Nobody want to be instructed, do's and don'ts. And I followed a different technique. Like now, I create another characters, and there is also love story, and a romantic line is there, and I romantically knitted the particular story among the content, the style of what Robin Sharma followed in The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and what Paul Coelho followed in Alchemist, and the love story goes parallel to the content of the teachers, so that whoever reads, they also enjoy the story, but they understand the content being a teacher, and they follow. This is the that's why I really means understand the emotions of the people, feelings of people, and connecting the people like Nokia, okay, and at the same time having all the twists. It's really a little bit challenging for me. Not problem. I really enjoyed writing this. You believe it or not, when I was writing the climax, literally I cried. My eyes were getting wet while I was writing the. And one more book also. It is one of the phenomenal book among all the books. This is Paripurna Jivitaniki Pravakta Prabodha. It's nothing but the monk. This one, the prophet, Khalil Gibran prophet. A 100 years book. It was written in 1923. I translated this book into English, into Telugu, from English to Telugu. At the same time, I also collected the life lessons from each and every poet. This is my all-time favorite, and this book is just like a philosophical book. Every human being, every Telugu reader should have this book if they really want to love their life.
So as we know that effective teachers contains a heart-touching story. Just now you have told me.
Yeah.
Then of Vivek and Rajeshwari.
Yeah.
What made you to think like to come to a climax like this kind of ending it is there? It was really very heart-touching. I went through the book. I really liked it. That what is the main theme of that, to bring these two characters together? They got separated. Again they were together, and their dedication for work. What was your way of thinking, sir?
Yeah, Vivek, no, yeah. You may think that it's a love story. It's not at a love story. It is a struggle of every young person. One way, their life, responsibilities, and their accountability to their teacher or their parents. Yeah, Vivek is accountable to his mentor and also mother. At the same time, outside attractions. A struggle, either get attracted by the emotions or get connected with the duty that he has to do. The struggle is particularly stressed in this year. At the same time, if you take the character of Rajeshwari, and it's not simply she is bubbly girl. She has personality, she has philosophy, she has caliber, she has guts, and she is the leader of the student union, and she eradicates the ragging from the institution with the help of the police. And also you find a particular incident is there. I don't want to disclose it, reveal it. And there she really, by that only understands, this girl is not simply bubbly girl, she has a lot of guts, no? And she has personality and ideology, and she is the girl of guts. And in the I see every girl should take her ability as a role model, not getting emotions.
Yes.
That's at the same time, Vivek also has accountable to his mentor. Mentor also carefully observes and gives all the directions. And he also understands how a small boy developed into complete man. And he comes to the conclusion. That's the story.
Yes, it's very inspiring, not only to boys, to all the girls' child also.
Yeah.
Then what I wanted my next question is, sir, that what are the what who like what is the message you want to give to all the educators through this book, The Effective Teachers?
Yeah. Particularly teachers now, if you see these 10 teachers, everyone has their own identity. No one has identity crisis. No one compares themselves with others. No one will compete with others.
Yes.
They have their own ideology, their philosophy, and they treat their children as their own students as their own children. And also, it's not just simply whatever the book, whatever the knowledge is there in the book, it should be dumped among the children. And at the end, there is an interview with the principal also.
Yeah.
This is that communication, empathy. So when we are teachers, we should not forget that once we were students, we crossed that age. We had all their emotions, we had all their fears. So we enjoyed, we experienced it, whatever that don't know their experience. We should understand them. But once when we become teachers now, we become big brother's job, and even small mistake also, we simply use our authoritative voice or scolding or abusing, or even sometimes some teachers will beat also. It's not that, it says the empathy. So empathy, understand their emotions, and guidance, and letting the students to identify their own self. Education is nothing but exploring. They should explore their own abilities. Every child has ability, and that is the main aim. All the teachers, no, they follow different methods. So you can come across cold calling, open mind, fixed mind, okay, and arranging the children and fixing the rules, and also high expectations, giving children challenges. There is law of Pygmalion effect.
Yes, sir.
Pygmalion effect means every child loves a student, a teacher, and he tries to grow according to the expectations that the teacher show on particular person. So I want every teacher should love the children, students as their own children. For example, if they wait, they should ask themselves, if the mistake is done by my own son or my own daughter, should I treat in the same way? They should ask. So that's called empathy and support, moral support and the guidance. This is the main ideology or idea or object of writing this book.
Yes, sir. Definitely, it will be very useful to all the children as well as the teachers. So my next question is that where there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah.
Definitely, you have faced many obstacles or problems while writing the book. What gave you the strength to complete the book in such a good manner?
This book is really challenging for me. Like no, so I read so many Telugu books. Right from the childhood, I read many books. My language is also very good. I read poems also, read different articles. But many of my friends are people, they simply stamped me as a Telugu writer or Telugu speaker. So I want to break this. So I wrote a book in English, Toppers and Rankers. And I wrote another book also, No Condition is Permanent. This is half in English and half in Telugu. It's about life story of Jyoti Reddy. Okay, at that time, I wrote in very hard and fast within one day that I was supposed to write, because she already came to India and we were going to inaugurate the book, and much what's called review was not done. Some grammatical mistakes were also there. People, some of them even commented that not up to standards. No? So I want to prove to write in English and standard book. But when I write a book, when I have written a book, Toppers and Rankers, and my own friends, my own people, they suspected my language. How could you write in English? Okay. And somebody even asked me, did you write the book? I said, no, I did not write. I only typed on computer. Because computer you can't write, no? I only typed on the computer. Computer only wrote. That's what I thought. They said. And even some of them, they even asked that, how could your English be so good? Why can't my English be so good? And I have done, for your information, 43 certifications from 9 IITs. And the maximum NTPL certification that I have done. and half a dozen postgraduate certificates, and 3 decades of teaching English medium students, and addressing managers, deputy managers, DGMs, AGMs of steel plant. And so of course that's secondary thing. And when people they asked me, I wrote another book called 600 uh, life changing lessons from the wisdom of Francis Bacon. And the question continued. He might have taken help from something else. For that only, this effective teachers, I wrote a story. Story nobody can help you, no. And no search engine will help you, no Google will help you. But this Google or any other, they help you to correct your grammar, structurize your English, but they don't give you any hint. For that, this effective teachers is really challenging for me, because with one hand I have to write the content, and there should not be any overlapping, because 10 teachers, no, they are dealing students only. There are so many chances for overlapping. So every teacher must be very unique. That's one of the challenge. Second thing, that there must be one heart touching or eye wetting story, emotional story, and they should be interrelated. They must be interrelated. For that there is Aditi Nayyar, and who will be very favorite for the readers, and misguides the entire readers. Know they think in different ways. And Aditi Nayyar and Rajeshwari, and also you have Varghese, physical director.
Yes, sir.
And at the same time, in every character, even Subbarayan the cook,
Yes.
he also a book reader. At the end, no, Vivek will be surprised that he gives him a book. What's called the book of Tirukul. Tirukul is one of the famous book in Tamil. The entire background goes on Tamil and Kerala. Tirukul means even cook reads the book. When a cook reads the book, Buniswami, the attendant reads the books. Okay, teachers, they write the books, they maintain the books. Every teacher, when Vivek enters their cabin, he finds different books are arranged in it. So this book is about all books and every teacher. So you should read these kind of books to revive yourself, to refresh yourself, and recharge yourself. And you are handling the energy batteries. The children know, if you want to see your children, don't see their faces when you are teaching a lesson. See their faces when they are dancing on the dash. See their faces when they are playing on the ground. That they are real are. They are the reality. They are the reality and natural. The naturality of the children should be seen on the playground and on the dash when they are performing. Not in the classroom when you are simply teaching, off can be understood, off cannot be understood, noting your head. Not that. That's not the teacher. They are only actors. Ask for actors as if they are listening and understand. No, that's not their reality. You should remove the fake or mask, touch their heart, then you teach directly whatever they teach, it touches their heart and soul. That is the real challenge for them.
So first of all, congratulations for these many achievements, and you are really a crowning glory for all the teachers. My next question is that, sir, like how to make the children, like through this book, all the teachers are making the children to get involved in the classroom.
Yeah.
Every classroom is completely, the environment is different. Even every teacher is dedicated towards the work. Even the cook of the institute is so dedicated towards the work that every day he tries to present something new to Vivek. So
and you can know the names of the different dishes eaten by Tamilians and Kerala.
Yeah. So that made really attractive towards everyone's job, what they are doing, their passion, their importance of work, what they are in this field of teaching. So everyone is teaching something.
Yeah.
So how did you feel to gather all these characters into one book? How did you make
Yeah. First of all, I prepared the title Effective Teachers on 5th September, Teachers' Day. The cover page is inaugurated by the teachers of my school. Okay. But at that time, only the crux was there, not the story. Later, while I was writing, I started adding the background of this book, and I was a member of board on management of Gandhigram Rural University, Dindigal. It is near to Madurai. There, I have seen these kind of people. The professors, they include the vice chancellor, the physical director, the registrar, and even cook also. Really, Subrayan was there. That is now his name. His name was not Subrayan, but whenever I used to go there, no, every day he used to prepare a new dish. Sir, this is very famous here. Someday, one day that he brought some bananas. Sir, these are the bananas very famous here. These bananas are fresh for 1 month. They the bananas in that particular area, they remain fresh for 1 month. It's like that different fruits in the hilly areas and Dindigal biryani. And also the particular Palani incident, no, really Palani temple incident. It is the really game changer of this book. That's the game changer of in this book. And yes, when you try to influence the teacher, and not that simply a nail cannot go into the wall with a single stroke. If you want to nail the nail, minimum it takes 10 strokes. So 10 teachers are taken to nail the teachers to their job, and each and every teacher very much dedicated. They are passionate. They're passionate their profession. Okay, as you said, every person, including Aravind, everybody, they are passionate, including the registrar, including the principal. Like that, no, when you are writing books, see that no people there must be ideal. So when people they read, no, they should get influenced. For that, no, these many characters are added. But every character, like Ambumani, the student, and Santanu, the student, they come along with Rajeshwari. And everyone, they have their own identity, their own personality, their significance, and at the same time, you can see emotional bonding. It happens at the end. These people come to the railway station and to bid farewell to Mr. Vivek, and his master, he comes to the railway station to receive him. See, such an emotional story that teacher, while they read, they should understand that emotion, and they should share their emotion to their students when they go to the classroom. It is not emotional bond. They should love the children. Love, it breaks every barrier. Children, if they have laziness, lethargy, not having clarity about goals, teacher, not by her verbose or giving a great lecture or reciting the poems or reciting things or explaining the even maths in the air, doesn't change. These things don't change. Only the magic of love touch the heart of the child. See that the child is loved. There are two things are there. I think you might know this quotation. Children, those who are loved at home, come to the school for learning. But children, those who are not loved at home, they come to the school to get love. They get love from teachers. Teachers, first they should love, then they should teach. It is the essence. For that, these many stories and all these things, it's not mixed up. When anybody reads this book with the heart and soul, they can understand all these things. Right now, this book is going on well, but we need so many reviews from that.
Yes, so this Effective Teachers is a book which every teacher must read. If you read, you can get connected to your teachers, what they expect from you, how they love you, how they guide you. It's really a very good book. Everyone should read, sir. I really congratulate you on this effective teacher. You are an effective teacher, sir.
Thank you.
So last but not the least, what's your message to all the teachers and children through this book?
Yeah. My message simple: buy this book and read. Buy this book and read. Okay. That after you read, simply don't read as a novel. Implement it in your job. Implement in your job, and then you see how miracles are happening, and parents start loving you and reciprocally congratulating you. Children, they shed tears when they leave you. Then you understand the purpose of reading this book. And at the same time, after reading this book, make a small video and send to us, so that it goes for next edition. We can detect or add anything that required. And I am also very happy to be interviewed. So of course I was interviewed by different channels, but here it is something before my children. It's really something different experience for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your inspiration. You have always inspired all the children. Thank you so much, sir. And all the best.